Gran Turismo 7 has sold millions of copies across the globe, which means there are always intense moments of racing, good and bad driving, and just wholesome moments. And today we're going to be checking out the best moments October 2025 had to offer for Gran Turismo 7 with your host, Liam Fox 11. Thank you. Yes. Alright. Today we are looking at the unofficial subreddit for Gran Turismo 7. So this is a Reddit page because you know Reddit being the heart of the internet, this is gonna be the best place and most up-to-date place for Gran Turismo fans. So we see the most liked post for this year, because I'm not here to waste your time. We have my grandpa only plays GT7 on his PS5. I thought you guys might appreciate him. We see the absolute legend here relaxing, enjoying his time. We see he's going around Watkins Glen in a Mercedes-Benz AMG GT Black Series. Unbelievable car paired with a really good circuit should make for some intense racing and just an enjoyable time. So we see he actually also has 1,715 hours on the game, which is just absolutely incredible and means that this old timer is actually really enjoying the GT7 experience. This is such a really wholesome moment that we're starting this month off with. So genuinely this is really nice to see, and the fact that this was only posted 3 days ago and it already has 4.1k likes, the GT7 community also really appreciates it. Then we move on to a much more technical video, which actually only got posted 21 hours ago, and its GT7 tire physics is amazing. So we see this is actually a YouTube short by Hubble Sphere, and it just showcases the GT7 tire physics. So if you haven't seen this, let us take a look. We can actually see how the tire flexes with the movement of the steering wheel, how as you corner the tire flexes, and then once you back on the straights, how it actually straightens up. So it's actually incredible to see this in action, so we get to appreciate it, because look at that, the more aggressive you turn in, the more the tire flexes. It's a really good simulation of what actually happens in real life. Just look at this, and then back to normal. Plus, so with this we can also see how your suspension is set up and how well it actually takes corners. So this is actually a very informative video, and I actually like to see how in-depth the physics is. Of course, Gran Turismo 7 is a very detailed game, so the fact that we have clear examples of this is absolutely incredible. Plus, so this camera angle really needs to become one in the just normal replay setting mode, because this is absolutely beautiful to see how the car is actually taking corners, and it could really help out with actually tuning settings. Then we have a fun fact from 23 days ago, and well, let us just take a look. So we see two Ferrari Dinos in the used car dealership, both for 400,000 credits, but that's not the fun fact, because we see this one has 1,932 kilometers and the next one has 1,898 kilometers, and this is why those numbers are special. We see both the Dinos are in the used car dealership right now, having specific mileage on them, being 1932 and 1898. 1932 being the birth year of Dino Ferrari, Enzo's son. Dino was his nickname because his name was actually Alfredo, and 1898 being the birth year of Enzo Ferrari. Dino actually died at 24, and the car is made in his honor with a V6 engine designed by him before his passing. So this is actually just a cool fun fact that perfectly lines up. So let me know, do you think this was actually done on purpose, or was it just a strange coincidence? Let me just put it like that. Then if we take a look here, we see absolute legendary moments right here. These are screenshots from a custom race that took quite a long time to create, and well, a lot of money. as we see, the creator put, I spent a stupid amount of credits and time to recreate the 1994 JGTC season in GT7, and it goes on to just so much detail on how we tried to get period correct, like from the 1994 season. And well, it actually took a few weeks to collect all the cars because these are legendary vehicles. Tens of hours fine tuning and probably 25 million credits. As someone who is probably new to the game, 25 million credits is a lot of money and will take you a lot of time to actually money grind that. So yeah, we see driven around 6 lap race around Fuji, created with their own BOP to make the AI drivers have close battles. This is what Gran Turismo 7 is about. If the game doesn't give us events like this, we need to go out and create these events. We can do this, and it's absolutely lovely to see this. And it still goes into detail on the vehicles he used, the actual racing team, and who creates the delivery. You can pause the video here, take a screenshot if you like, and just see. However, I will link the entire Reddit page in the description down below if you do want to check that out. And we see that the community actually really liked this, being 727 upvotes right here. Then followed by how sad offline mode is. Genuinely, offline mode in Gran Turismo 7 is hurts because you can do basically nothing. You can see the entire map is completely blocked out because with the game being completely online, the minute you are disconnected from Wi-Fi, this is all you're left with. You aren't able to save any progress, anything. They give you a select amount of vehicles you can use, and I think a select amount of circuits. I don't know, I can't remember right now, but honestly, this is it's very dry. There's not much to do. That's why when you get disconnected or go into offline mode, you rather just play a different game. Then we see some absolutely stunning pictures right here, absolute wallpapers created. Oof. I wish I could be this good at photography because this right here is incredible, perfect for phones, and just incredible to see that this was actually created in GT7. Thank you to this user right here for posting this. This is really nice. Followed by a burning Tesla. That's the whole post, and we see the community literally set this post on fire. Followed by that, we see, so after 2 months of playing GT7 on PS5, I'm ready to take the next step, and man, went all out. We see the VR headsets, Logitech G29 wheel, and just a ton of setups. And obviously Gran Turismo 7 PS5 Pro 2, by the way. Absolutely love to see the upgrades. Then we see we have a view IRL in real life of Grand Valley Highway 1, and we see the iconic bridge right here. Wow. You know the accuracy that Gran Turismo puts into their tracks, and the fact that this is so closely matched is just absolutely incredible. And then we see for our 10th most liked post for October 2025, we have I made my almost exact IRL car, and we see that it is a Subaru Impreza WRX Type R SCI version 6 from 1999 being the car in game. And then we have, boom, the OP's car of choice. Actually see very closely matched. In fact, only difference really is the wheel choice, and that's about it. And I don't think the car in game has a sunroof, whereas the original poster, their car has a sunroof. And we see they took another level of detail because we see they actually had the car set and tuned to 308 brake horsepower, only using parts that are very similar to a real life build, and bring the power to 308 brake horsepower. Because if we see the dyno sheet here, we have a max power of 307. So this is actually extremely closely matched to give the most authentic experience both in real life and, well, to bring that experience onto circuit. And at least, you know, what's really fun about it is the fact that now at least, you know, your car is at 509 performance points, so you have a rough estimate of how well your vehicle will actually perform in races. So those are the top 10 most liked posts for October 2025 in the Gran Turismo subreddit. But obviously we gotta check out an honorable mention, which is our 11 post right here, and we see around Sardinia windmills, and we have a very rough landing right here. Wait, how many flips is this? So we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 rolls, 13 flips in the air, which is, I don't think I've ever been able to do that many, so this is genuinely so impressive. So here we have it. Shout out to this user. Yeah, I got too silly, and we see how many flips they actually did, which is just absolutely insane. So those are your top liked posts from the Gran Turismo subreddit for October 2025, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on next month's review.